Hello, hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. And I'm back. Today we're going to work on, not the cover, we're going to work on some little corner tucks. And our journal will be probably 2 or 3 signatures. So I will need 2 of these per signature. So right here I have 4. I don't know if we'll get done with them, but you know, I cannot think of who these are named after. But if I do think of it, I will say it and I will put it down below. But when this all first got going, somebody came up with this idea, and so it's named after her, and I've got it right on the tip of my tongue, and I cannot think of it. I'm so sorry. Robin? Well, who was it named after? Oh, geez, I can't remember. So this is a corner tuck. Here. It goes in here, and then it flips open, and you can write on the inside of this corner tuck. Now you can put something heavy on it to make it close. Something heavy might be like a little chipboard word. This one says curiosity, and I left it with its chipboard intact. But the closer you get it to the corner, the more it's going to stay closed. So we will probably do that instead of putting little buttons on these. Sometimes I like to put like a button and put one here and one here, and then they close each other. But I wasn't thinking about doing it that way this time. So I have this little square, and originally I cut them 6 by 6, but that was way too big. So they need to be cut about 4.5 by 4.5. This one's a little more than 4.5. It is 4 and 7/8. So they could be 4 and 7/8 if you want them to go, if you want them to be pretty large. So that makes actually a very nice journaling area. So I might go ahead and leave them at the 4 and well, do 4 3/4 would work out perfect. So let's cut these down to 4 3/4 each. And here's 4.5, 4 3/4. You only have to cut off the 2 sides. I hope I do this right. 4 3/4. It looks too big, but it says it's right, but it doesn't feel right. It does not feel right, but I guess maybe it is. Let's put these 2 together and see. Yep, pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. So 4 3/4 right there. 4 3/4 right there. So that gives us some extras to work with, doesn't it? To play with. Okay. So there is that. And I'll need to make 2 more. I'll see. I wonder if be able to make it out of this. Single-sided. Very good. That's what the other is too, is single-sided. So there it is. So let's make them all the same. This one is just a smaller print. And this is 8 by 8, so if we go 4 by 4, we'll be fine. Right? I hope. Because then it'll be divided in half and we don't have to worry. It'll be a little smaller, but that's okay. There. Let's see how much smaller that is. But at least we'll get enough out of one piece of paper that we don't have to pull another slice of paper out. Okay, so let's see what the difference is. Here's this one. So it's a little smaller. That's pretty nice actually. I like that. But I also like the larger one. So, you know, and you can also make a double here if you wanted. You could make another flap on it and have a double pocket. That'd be kind of cool. We might do one of those too. Okay, so starting right here, making one of these. First, let's score it down good. We'll give it a good burnish, and that'll help it lay flat too. Too close. And then these smaller ones. That one is off a little bit, but once we ink it, it will be fine. It will be fine. And you can trim it if you need to. See, that one shows a little bit too, so we could trim that a little bit. It must be off just a little bit on my fold. Looks okay on that side. Okay. So let's ink some of these up. On the outside. Okay, so there is 2 of them, and we want one to go on the left side of the page, and one to go on the right side of the page. See? So we'll need to put something on the inside so that it looks neater, although we could just leave it white if you wanted. But I think that I will color mine in, or color it in. I think I will put paper on mine. An envelope. I do have that. That's an envelope. I don't want an envelope necessarily. Some little folded papers. Yeah, that doesn't quite reach, see? So let's open this guy up. Operation. And then you can decide if you want to just cover the whole inside, or if you want to cover each individual piece. I think I'll just cover the inside. Let's see how it goes. I am going to run glue there, just so that it will glue down well on the center. And I need to trim around that a little bit, because it's a little off its rocker, off its shaper. It's a little off its rocker. Let's see. Where's this? Good. Might crack though. I think we'll try it. Let's try it. I'm brave. How brave I am. Whoops, putting it all over my table. How about that? This is from a ledger. Come and trim this one first. And then here. Like so. Now we'll trim this guy. Okay, so there is 2 of them. And you can see that that is off on this one. You can really tell it this time. Right here. So I'm going to go ahead and trim that up. There we go. Okay, let's try this one. I'll trim that one a little bit too. Okay, so one's going to go on one side, one's going to go on the other. Okay. So now we need to decorate the outside of these a little bit. And we do have some little flowers here that we could use, or some butterflies. I love this butterfly, so I think, except for, his antennae are gonna not be in the right place. I wonder if I'm better off just to get a pre-made butterfly out, or maybe do one of the big flowers. Or maybe we could do an envelope. Let's look. That is a washi butterfly. Here is a stamped butterfly. That might be kind of cool with, if we were to put some background stamping on it. Let's try it just for fun. This is that script stamp again. This is going to go like this. So we can go this way or this way. That's okay. I got it all over my hands. Yeah, I don't really like it. I think I should have gone just the other way. This way. There, that looks a little better. We'll double it up. So I think if I did this, put the stamp on there. And then put that on here. And then let me grab another little stamp. some ink. And let's see. How about maybe this 3-cent stamp needs to. Nope, can't even see it. There it is. It's upside down. I did it upside down. You never know how the postmarks are going to be, do you? So we have that. And then we have this little guy, the cancellation mark. There you go. Oops. So there's one. We've got one done. And then it looks like all of that's kind of holding that down on its own. So there is that one. Now, let's see what we can do here. I guess it should be similar, huh? So this one will open this way. This one will open that way. Okay. So let's see if we can do the 3-cent stamp correctly this time. I should be using my clear stamp thing, but I'm not sure where it's at right this second. Oh, I still did it upside down. How did I do that? Let's try this. There, now we've got it. Oh my heavens, Angela. We can put something over that. We don't have to have it like that. There is that. So if we don't like that stamp, we can come up to our little stamp area, find some stamps, like this one, and we can just put that in there. So let's do that, because I don't like that stamp. Because I've got it all weird and upside down kind of thing. Out on my desk. Got to call the guy to come in and spray. Let me make sure he's in the garbage, because that's where he belongs, in the garbage, not out on my desk. Okay, so that gives us a couple little things there. I'm just going to do this one, not that one. There, that looks better than that. There we go. Yep, that looks much better than the brown. Okay, so there are 2 of them. Let me get these out of the way and let me put them back where they belong, even though I can't seem to get them right. There. Okay, stamp. Stamp, 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 stamp. And then, if you still don't like it, you can put another butterfly over it. It's okay. So, there are 2 of them anyway that will work. Okay, so let me stack these guys up so I'll know that these are what I want to do. And we know these are going to go in the journal. So I'll do those without you. So here we need like a journal card to go in one of these. This will be on the side. See? So let's cut this in half. And that should be about 8 inches, I think. So let's do it 4 and 4. And then go in here. Yes. And let me cover this one. And this one will go on the other one wherever I put it. Here it is. So, okay. So what can we do to those? What can we do? I think we'll take this little piece that we used, and I think on the back here we'll go ahead and add one of these on here. Maybe we'll add one of these. I think we'll do this first. We'll go on this side. And then take this. This gives a nice little journaling spot. Okay, there's that one. Now let's do this one. We'll do it the same way. We'll take a little bit of this extra. And then do this one. Oops, dropped the glue on my lap. Not a very good place for glue. Okay. All right, so we'll curve those corners here in just a moment. Sorry if I'm off camera a little bit. And what did I do with the butterflies? I think we'll put this one right over here. There we go. Very pretty, isn't it? And I think this one will turn this way. And that's a jar. Don't think we'll do that one. I think we'll just maybe go right over here on this one. Whoops, right over here on this one. Oh my, Ange. I'm tired tonight. What is it about crunching numbers that always gets me? I don't know. Don't like it. Not a big math fan. Love architecture, but I'm not a big math fan. Because sometimes it's confusing, you know. And I don't like to be confused. And I don't like my brain to feel like it's got a bunch of jelly beans in it. That's sometimes when I'm doing numbers. My brain feels like jelly beans. Okay, let's see how this looks. So we have our paper. And we have our first one of these. And we have our second one of these. And then we have a journal card that can go this way. And a journal card that can go this way. Or if you like, you can just flip them around and keep them this way. And then maybe we'll do something on the outside too. Don't know yet. Let's find something to round these corners. Ooh. I'm looking. What do I have? Oh, I have the scallop ones. So I guess we're scalloping them. I'll probably scallop the butterfly. We'll find out. Nope, missed him. Okay. So there we got it. We have two of them. If you want, you could just decorate the outside of it with some washi tape. That would always be nice. Wonder if I have something bold and artsy. You could go around and spray it with some inks. That would be cool. So there you go. That is what we have so far. You could put a big butterfly on them. I have a big butterfly. There's one. Here's another. They're washi butterflies, but they're pretty good size. We could put those on there. I have pretty framed butterflies. Or we even have pretty pictures. Blue butterfly. Fly away, butterfly, fly away. So we have that nice bright blue one and this nice bright green one. That would be kind of cool. Those would be a matching set for a journal, wouldn't they? Well, let's shall we try it? Or do we need something under it? Like some book page or something. A recipe. A recipe for cooked butterfly. I'm just kidding. Don't really want to cook butterflies. They would not be tasty. So if we put the words sideways, then we could kind of tear around. I like that best. Let me get a pen. See if I can just grab the top. And away it goes. There, a little bit of words under him. And then this one. Don't bend your wing, my friend. Okay. So then we'll take the tearing ruler and turn it the right way. There we go. There's one. And two. There we go. Okay. So I like this one better over here, so we have this. Oh, this card goes that way, so this one will go here. Yes. That's where it will go. Let's ink around it gently because that paper is very fragile. Okay, there's that one. Gentle with the ink. Okay. And then this one, gonna go this way. So this will go right over here. Okay, now we're ready to have a peek at them. Okay, so this will go here. This will go in here, like so. And then this one will go here. And this will slide in here. Cool. And then on the inside here is the writing on both of them. So you have your journal card in here and your journal card on the back of this. And if you want to hold that down, then like I said, find a piece of your something that's going to be heavier that you can put towards the corner. It's not going to hold it perfectly, especially since we have them all stuffed with things. But there we go, we could do something like that. And they can go either direction. But that one's not heavy enough to hold it down. So, but you can do that if you want. Oh, Curiosity was the heavy one. So this could go this way if you wanted to hold it down. This one could go that way if you wanted, but it goes better this way. So it's kind of up to you, or you could put some little circles on there and bring a thing around from the back and stretch it over a button or something. So there's all kinds of things we could do. We may think of that for the next one. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this quick little fiesta. Upside down threes and figuring things out. And if you saw an ant run across my desk, I am apologetic because they're coming in, and so I need to call the exterminator and have them exterminated, because they are the bad ants, the nice big bad ants. So I don't want them in the house. Okay, thank you very much for joining me, and please come back tomorrow and we'll have another video, and maybe we'll do another piece of ephemera, or if my stuff comes in, we'll work on the covers, front and back cover and the spine, putting that together. Okay, have a good evening. Love you guys. Big hugs. Bye.